Hi, so chic petite. How are you? Glad to see so many of you on. Hey guys, welcome to the Facebook and Instagram Live. We are live inside the Fearless Fashionpreneur Facebook group. And on Instagram, I'm Christine Daal, the founder of Fashion Angel Warrior. And we're going to talk today about setting goals you can actually achieve. So give me a thumbs up, give me your hearts as we're talking. I love hearing from you guys. It's kind of boring to talk to myself. So since I can't see you, my only way of communication is through your comments, hearts, likes, shares, all of that stuff. So I love it. It's like oxygen to me. So please give me those. Make sure you share this video as well. And when you do, type shared in the comments and I'll be sure to send you a little gift for doing that. So thanks so much. And we are going to get started. So Merry Christmas in July. Today is July 25th. I thought it was a perfect time to talk about setting goals. So most people talk about setting goals at the end of the year, beginning of the year, setting New Year's resolutions. I personally don't like that word resolutions. I like to use the word goals. I feel like with the word resolutions, everyone kind of has this feeling that they won't achieve the resolutions, like they're doomed from the beginning. So I just don't like that word. I don't use resolutions. I use the word goals. And you can set goals at any time of the year. It doesn't have to be at the end of the year. It doesn't have to be at the beginning of the year. And actually, you should be setting them throughout the entire year. So that's really super important. And you should definitely want to be looking at your goals throughout the year. But you don't want to just set any kind of goal. What I like to do is set what I call SMART goals. So what the word SMART stands for is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, hi Mary Cruz, and time bound, okay? So you want to be super specific with your goals. So if your goal is to lose weight, well, how much weight are you going to lose? 20 pounds? Are you going to lose 2 inches? Like, what is the specific goal that you're looking to achieve, right? And is it measurable? So 20 pounds is definitely measurable. 2 inches is definitely measurable, right? And then attainable. You want to make it something you can actually attain. So for instance, I would not make the goal to run a marathon because while I love running, I can really only run about 1 to 2 miles right now because I have a lot of issues with my knee. So there's no way I'm running a marathon. That is not an attainable goal for me. So that's not on my list, right? So you want the goals to be attainable. And then of course you want them to be super relevant, okay? It has to line up with your vision, line up with your overall mission, your goal in life, your calling, your talents, right? What you really want to achieve. And then time bound. So putting a deadline on your goals is super, super important and will definitely help you get them done along the way. So setting your SMART goals. And then of course, the goal is just the destination. And I always say your GPS is really how you're going to get there, right? Your GPS is kind of your strategy on how you're going to get there. Hey, Nancy, how are you? Are you guys liking this? Please give me the thumbs up. Please give me the hearts if you like this. I want to hear from you, so please let me know. So really the goal is the destination, and then how you're going to get there is your strategy, otherwise known as your GPS, okay? So let's talk about what that strategy is and how you're going to set those SMART goals, okay? So the first thing is, oh great, I'm glad you guys are loving this. Okay, great. And if you have questions along the way, please type your questions in. Also, if you are on Instagram, unfortunately, this video will end at the end of the broadcast, but you can actually watch the replay if you hop on over to the Fearless Fashionpreneur Facebook group, and you can watch the replays in there, okay? So what was I saying? Okay, yes. So how are you going to set these SMART goals? So there's a number of things, another number of tricks that you can kind of use in your strategy, okay? So number one is to reflect. So I like to reflect on the past year, reflect on the past quarter, reflect on the past month, okay? Whatever you're looking at the time, you want to do a little bit of reflection. So I've actually pulled out my, where is it? My goals for 2016 because I want to show you guys something. So this is my business goals for 2016. I don't know if you can see this very well. So you can see there's some that are in pink, there's some that are in black, and I've put check marks next to some of them, and some of them don't have check marks. So the key here to remember is it's okay if you actually don't hit everything on your list. So that's okay. Don't beat yourself up if you didn't hit everything on your list. You might find that things might come up. You might find that something's not important anymore. you know? And so I'd rather recalculate, like going back to the whole GPS scenario. If you go off track a little bit, you know how it says recalculating. So I'd rather recalculate if it's going to get me where I ultimately want to be, right? So if you're headed down one path and you realize that's not the best path, don't just stay on that path to stay on the path and be a stubborn idiot, okay? Get off the path and go the way that you know is a quicker, faster, shorter, whatever, you know, way that's going to end up getting you where you want to ultimately be, okay? So I'd rather recalculate to end up getting where I want to get faster. And the last thing is to remember that not everything is always equally important. You know, there were a lot of things on my list for 2016 that now I look at, and I probably did this halfway through the year. I looked at this list and I was like, okay, these 3 things all have to do with one area that I thought was super important at the beginning of the year. And by halfway through the year, I was like, nope, not that important anymore. Like, that's no longer a goal. So they get trashed to the side, okay? Toss them to the side. And I set new goals, which are in the black, so you can see there. I started setting new goals instead of those goals, right? And just to give you an idea too, like there were some goals that I didn't hit on my list, right? So one of those goals was to hold 3 meetup events. This was for 2016. I have 3 different meetup groups. I wanted to host 3 meetup events in 2016. Didn't happen. I, you know, had other things going on, other things that were more priority. So that didn't happen. But then for 2017, that then went on my list for 2017. So here's my list for 2017. You can see I've already checked off about half of them. There's 9 on this list total. And I've reached 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them already. Not bad for halfway through the year. And one of them was to hold 6 meetup events. Now I've already held 2 for the year, and I'm holding another 3 in 2 weeks. So that'll be 5, and I'm pretty sure I can hit the 6 by the end of the year. So it was a goal for 2016, didn't happen, so I put it on the list for 2017, and that's okay. It's okay if you don't reach all of your goals in that one year. Another one of my goals for 2016 was to start Facebook ads, and I didn't do it. I didn't have the time. I didn't have the resources. I was too busy doing other things. Certain things took longer than I expected, whatever. So guess what? For 2017, that's on my list and it's already accomplished. I've already started doing Facebook ads. So you just want to recalculate. You want to look at your past year, past month, past quarter, and really see where you're at with everything and really see, is everything equally important? Is it not equally important? What's going on, right? Okay, so my number 2 tip on how to set smart goals is to go to God. So I'm a firm believer. Everything comes from the Lord. I believe that He's given us each individual talents and gifts and a calling over our lives. Really, my entire business, Fashion Angel Warrior, was birthed from a conversation with God and downloaded from Him, my logo, everything. So that's my take on things. If you are a believer, just ask God. He will reveal it to you. So number 3 is to pay attention to the overall larger picture, right? What is the overall larger goal? If your overall larger goal is to lose weight, don't put something on your goal list that doesn't make sense. Like, let's throw a beer pong party, or I don't know, something, right? Like drinking beer is not going to help you lose weight, right? So you want your goals to align with your personal vision, your overall calling, whatever that is, okay? So what's the larger picture? And write it down. I always find that writing stuff down, I mean, you'll see I have these things posted all over the walls behind me. It's because I literally love to write stuff down, and I post it on the wall so I can see it in front of me, okay? After you've written down your larger overall goal, whatever that is, like lose weight, start a business, all these types of things, then you want to start to segment your goals, right? So you might have personal goals, you might have business goals, you might have family goals. You know, this is just my business only. Fashion Angel Warrior, business goals. Fashion Angel Warrior goals 2017. That's what I have written on here, okay? So these are just my business goals. I have separate personal goals. I have separate family goals. Like my husband and I are trying to buy a house right now, so that's a family goal, right? So that's not going to go on this list. That's going to go on a separate list. So if you have different goals, personal, family, business, whatever, keep them all separate. Segment them, okay? Then from there, you want to start to break down your goals into smaller bite-sized segments. So let's say your goal was to redesign your entire website or create a website, right? You can break that larger goal down into smaller, more attainable goals, right? So your first step might be to hire a website coach. Your second step might be to decide on what platform you want to host on. Then you might want to hire a web designer. Then you might want to design the layout for the website. Then you might want to do a photo shoot for the website. Then you have to edit the photos. Then you have to upload the photos, right? So there's a number of different things. There's a process that goes on to achieve that larger goal. So you want to break everything down into smaller goals so that those can be more attainable. You can try to hit one every single week, so on and so forth. So that's going to be super, super important. So break it down into bite-sized tasks that you can literally do like once a week, once a day, so on and so forth. The next thing, number 6, is to create deadlines, right? So we talked about things being time bound. You definitely want to have deadlines with everything. So a deadline will help you stay on track. It'll help you to not lose track of time. You know, time is one of the easiest things. It will go like this, I swear. I don't even know what day it is sometimes. I'm just always so busy working and doing all these things. So time will go, time will pass no matter what. So you want to have deadlines for everything. Number 7 is to post it. So like I said before, I love to write stuff down. I love to post it on the wall, post it somewhere where you can see it, put it on a Post-it note, put it on your desktop, on your laptop, computer, whatever it is, so that you can see it in front of you every single day and you know what your goals are, okay? Number 8 is to reevaluate. So every month, hey Bridget, thanks so much. Please share this video if you are liking it. And if you type shared in the comments, if you do share it, I will actually give you a little gift. So you'll get something out of it. Okay, so number 8, what were we on? Number 8, which is reevaluate. So every month, every quarter, definitely every year, although I don't recommend waiting until the end of the year to reevaluate things. You definitely want to reevaluate where you're at, what you've been able to achieve so far, and what you still have left to achieve, okay? So that's going to help you tremendously. And just take some time at the end of the month, review what you did for the entire month. Are you at where you wanted to be? Are you not at where you wanted to be? And look, I always say at the end of the day, I may not be where I want to be, but at least I'm not where I used to be, right? So maybe you didn't reach your goal for the month. Maybe you didn't achieve everything you wanted to achieve. You probably are at least still a little better off than you were in the beginning, whether it's the beginning of the month, beginning of the year, whatever the case may be. So don't beat yourself up too much. I know I can beat myself up a lot. That's really a big thing. You don't want to do that for sure. And just try to remember that you're always going to be one step further. As long as you're taking one step every single day, even if it's just a small step, you will achieve your goals. And then number 9, my favorite of all, is to reward yourself and throw a party. Okay, so you're not really going to throw a party, but you know, you're going to have your own little party, right? You want to reward yourself. You know, worked really hard. I know for me, I can't wait for this master boot camp class I have coming up to be over, because I am going to party like crazy, because I'm working my butt off like crazy for you people. I'm super excited for all the boot camp attendees that are coming. We still do have 2 spots left, so anybody that's interested can still come. It's in New York City, August 7th through the 11th. You can go onto my website, fashionangelwarrior.com/events, and you can click on the event and sign up there. There are only 2 spots left. It's going to be amazing, okay? So if you're looking to start your own fashion line, if you're looking to do it in New York City, you have to be there. This is the place to be, okay? Hey, Farah, how are you? Nice to see you on. So, yes, the boot camp. You definitely don't want to miss it. But back to what I was saying before, party. So you want to reward yourself, okay? Whatever that is for you. Maybe it's a spa day. Maybe it's getting your hair and nails done. The guys, I don't know what guys like to do. This is what girls like to do, okay? So you'll figure it out. But throw a party, okay? So that's my 9 tips on how to set your SMART goals. But at the end of the day, you still need to achieve your SMART goals, and the best way to do that is to be productive. So I'm going to give you guys right now my top 10 productivity tools. I hope that you enjoy them and use them, because I want to hear from you how much you love them, okay? So top 10 productivity secrets. Okay, number 1. Get in the zone, okay? So perfect example of this is when I go to the gym, okay? Yes, thank you for your thumbs up. Give me your hearts. Give me all that stuff. I love it. It's like oxygen to me. Okay, so when I go to the gym, number 1, I put a hat on, like a baseball hat or a visor or whatever, and literally like the visor part of the hat helps me to have like tunnel vision, right? So it kind of surrounds my eyes, whatever. And I'm not busy looking around at what other people are doing. I'm focused on what I am doing, and that's it, right? So I wear a hat. Number 2, I do not bring my phone onto the gym floor. So the phone stays in the locker room. I have an iPod that I listen to my music on. I don't bring my phone because the phone is distracting. I can get texts, emails, whatever, calls. No, so it goes away. Number 3, I should say, I listen to music. So music might hype you up, get you excited, whatever it is. Maybe if you're getting ready to work for the day, you like to listen to a certain type of music. Maybe if you're losing weight, whatever it is, like there might be some type of music that helps get you in the zone, right? So music can help. And there was a fourth one. Number 4, my gloves. Okay, so people make fun of me, but I wear these workout gloves. I lift a lot of weights, yo. This is not like a joke, okay? I go to the gym and I'm serious, all right? I'm not one of those girls that just runs and, lifts the 5-pound dumbbells, okay? I'm serious when I go to the gym. So I wear gloves because, I like my hands to be nice and girly and I don't want calluses on my hands. But the gloves also act as a psychological thing, okay? Oh, thanks for sharing, Mary Cruz. The gloves act as a psychological thing, okay? When I put those gloves on, it's business, okay? I am getting down. I am working hard. I am going to the point where I literally want to scream and cry when I'm at the gym, okay? This is how I do things. So that's just me. I like to wear my gloves. So maybe there's something you like to wear. Maybe you have to have coffee in the morning before you get started with your day. Maybe you have to pray first. Maybe you have to meditate first. Whatever your thing is to get in the zone, do it, okay? Because you definitely want to get in the zone. Yes, weightlifting is great. Awesome. We'll have to work out when you come for the boot camp. Even though I don't know if we'll have time for that, but we'll see. It's definitely going to be intense. Okay, number 2, the power of 90. So I like to say 90 minutes and 90 days. So what do I mean by that? So it's been shown, studies have been shown that your brain can only handle 90 minutes of information. So you want to work for 90 minutes straight, no interruptions, turn off the text, turn off the Facebook, turn off everything, work for 90 minutes straight and then take a break. And then work for another 90 minutes, then take a break. So if you set a timer on your phone, this is very helpful for this. And then the 90-day aspect is it typically takes 90 days for you to create a habit. So if you're looking to do something different, if you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to go to the gym, whatever it is, I use that as an example because it's a really good example. It usually takes 90 days. So give yourself 90 days, even if it's like posting on social media, even if it's like trying to do a blog post, right? Your goal should be to do it for 90 days straight and then reevaluate and see where you're at and see what's going on, okay? So that's the power of 90. Number 3 is focus. Does anyone know the acronym for what focus stands for? Anyone? Come on, guys. I want to hear from you. Okay, so I'll give it to you because I'm impatient and we don't have a lot of time. So focus stands for, what does it stand for? I almost forgot. Follow one course until successful. I love it, right? It's perfect. Focus. Follow one course until successful. So you want to focus. You want to stay on one path until you become successful. Don't just start something and then say, oh, it's not working, let me just stop this. Like I see people with Facebook ads, they do one Facebook ad and they're like, oh, this sucks. I spent all this money and it didn't work and Facebook sucks. Facebook doesn't suck. You just don't know how to use it properly, okay? And it takes time. Like, yeah, in the beginning, I lost a lot of money on Facebook ads. So what? Now it's making me a lot of money, okay? So you just need to learn the system. I think of it like a game, right? Everything is a game. Social media is a game. Email marketing is a game. My business is a game. It's serious, yes, but I mean, it's a game as in, don't take things so personally, right? If something's not working, figure out why it's not working. Don't just give up. Quitting is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. I'll say that one more time. Quitting is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Whatever problem you have right now is temporary. And if you quit, you're never going to be able to solve the problem. So yes, glad you liked the acronym for focus. So just don't quit. Stay in the game. Don't quit. I promise you, you will achieve your goals. Okay. What number are we on? 4. Okay. So 4 is plan your day ahead of time. So my husband makes fun of me because I will not go to bed at the end of the day before planning my day for the following day. And I also plan my week ahead of time on every Sunday. We actually sit down together, my husband and I, and we plan our weeks together, which is kind of nice. That's why I love my husband. But anyway, so I do plan every day ahead of time because I've got crazy stuff going on. I don't know what time I need to be in the city. I don't know what time I need to take the train, what's going on, how many phone calls I have, all of that stuff. So I need to literally sit down every night before I go to bed. I cannot relax until I know my entire day for the following day is planned out, mapped out, and I've got everything figured out. I always say if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So keep that in mind. You definitely want to do that. Number 5 is to know your strengths and weaknesses, right? So there's just some things you're probably really good at and some things you're probably not so good at. And that's fine, right? Understand what you're really good at and what you're not really good at. It will help you tremendously. Like for me, I'm not that good at designing websites. I know what I want, I know the layout, but I do not know how to write code. I'm not very technical. So I tried to create my own website about 5 years ago and it blew, okay? So creating a new website, I hired someone. I was like, no way am I doing this. It is not a strength of mine. So I hired a website designer. If you're trying to lose weight, you might want to hire a personal trainer. If you're trying to start a business or a fashion line, you might want to hire a coach. Okay, so you need to get help where you have your weaknesses. Okay, so know your strengths and weaknesses. Number 6, this is a really good one. Okay, I always say either do the hardest thing first in the morning or do the easiest things first. And I'll go through the psychology of both of those. So if you do the hardest thing in the beginning of the day, once it's done and you feel so much better because you're like, holy cow, that hard thing is finished. And now I can do all the easy stuff, right? It's like do the hardest thing first and then you can do the easy stuff. It's the same as like eating your dinner before you can have sweets, right? Everybody wants to have sweets. Everybody wants to have dessert. Nobody really wants to eat their veggies, but eat your veggies first and then you can have your dessert, right? So that's kind of that method. The flip side of that is to do the opposite. Do the easiest things first and save the harder thing for later. So the psychology with that is that you'll be able to check off more off your list if you do the easiest things first. So maybe you can check off like 3 or 4 things really fast and then you only have one thing left, like one really hard thing left, right? So psychologically, you're like, yes, I checked off all this stuff. I'm so productive today, right? So that might help you be able to achieve more throughout your day and be more productive. So try it. My challenge to you is to try both of them and see what works best for you. For me, I pretty much know that doing the hardest thing first is what works for me. I hate doing it because I hate doing the hard things. We all hate doing the hard things. But if you do it first, you'll feel so much better that you already have it done, okay? What number are we on? 7, create a system. Does anyone know what the acronym for system is? Anyone? I want to hear from you guys. Come on. I know you're watching. Mary Cruz, do you know the acronym for system? Or Bridget? Or who else is on? Luma. So good to see you on, Luma. Or So Chic Petite. I know you guys are listening. Okay, anyway, I will give it to you. System stands for save yourself time, energy, and money. Does everyone love that? Bridget has no clue. Well, I just told you. System stands for save yourself time, energy, and money. I love systems. I live for systems. I create systems everywhere I go because systems save you time and money. Time and money are probably the most 2 valuable resources on the planet, okay? Money, at least you can make more of it. Time, once it's gone forever, okay? You can't go back in time, okay? Hi, how are you? Good to see you. So you want to save it. You want to save your money and you want to save your time. So that's why you need systems. And one of the most important systems I can tell you that I've implemented is email templates. So I probably send close to 100 emails a day. It's ridiculous, okay? I've now started to also talk to text. If anyone hasn't done that yet, just start doing it because you'll love it when you start doing it. So I talk to text for everything, for my emails, I talk to text for Instagram, I talk to text for my text messages, okay? I talk to text for everything now because it's just so much easier. Of course, you have to go back and make sure the spelling and all that stuff, but if you talk pretty clear, Siri will get it and she knows what she's doing, okay? So talk to text. But going back to the other one, email templates, okay? So I send a ton of emails every single day. And the majority of them all kind of have the same similar format. So I've created email templates that I can just copy and paste into the body of an email, and I keep them in the notes section on my phone and on my computer, and they're synced, right? So my laptop and my phone both have notes. I have a Mac and an Apple iPhone, so they're synced. So when I change something on the iPhone, it automatically changes on the Mac, vice versa, right? So I have email templates saved in my phone for everything. I have email templates for my discovery calls. I have email templates about the online courses that I offer, the boot camp classes, the Fashion District Manufacturing Tour, free webinars that I do, everything. I have so many email templates, it's crazy, okay? So start creating templates. Start saving certain things. If you send a text message that you often send to other people, save it in your phone. That way you can just copy and paste it right in there, okay? So create systems. Number 8 is to be accountable. So whether you have a best friend, a husband, boyfriend, partner, whatever, be accountable to somebody. Tell them what your goals are. And I'm going to throw in a little challenge for you guys. I challenge you, and I want to know who's up for the challenge, to tell your accountability partner, whoever that is, could be your coach, could be me. If you're my client, I'm your accountability partner. That if you don't hit your goal, whatever goals you don't hit, you will pay them $100. I dare you. I dare you to do this, and I guarantee you will hit all of your goals because nobody wants to pay $100, right? So tell your accountability partner you're going to pay them $100 for every goal you don't hit. Give them the list of the goals and the dates and the due dates and quantify them. And let's see what happens. So who's up for the challenge? I want to know. Who is taking me up on the challenge? Let me know right now. Okay, as you're doing that, number 9, stay committed. Okay, like I said before, just don't quit. Quitting is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. If you stay committed, you will not fail. Okay, the only way to fail is to literally stop. And every failure usually leads to success. So I don't know a single business owner that hasn't failed. And usually the more times you fail, the more success you actually have. So think about that the next time you think you failed at something. Just think that means you're one step closer to actually reaching your goals. And the last productivity tip is to pray. Oh my gosh, I would be nowhere without God. God is everything to me. And when I feel like I'm weak, when I feel like I'm tired, when I feel like I'm exhausted, I go to God and He gives me the strength. So if you are a believer, I definitely encourage you to go to God, go to the Lord, and He will provide everything for you. So those are my top 10 productivity goals. I hope that you liked it. Hey, Sandy, how are you? You're joining. We're just about finished, but you can watch the replay over in the Facebook Fearless Fashionpreneur group on Facebook. So those of you on Instagram, this video will end at the end of this broadcast, but if you missed it, head on over to Facebook and join the Fearless Fashionpreneur group. And you can watch all of the Facebook Lives there. So that's it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this. Again, don't forget to share it. There's a lot of people out there that could use this advice to help reach their goals. Let me know what you got out of today. What was the biggest thing that you got out of today? You know, was it one of the productivity tips? Was it how to set smart goals? Like, what did you get out of today? Hey, Robin, how are you? Yes, you liked it. Okay, awesome. I'm so glad you liked it. Let me know. My finances is the most frustrating trying to start a business with 3 kids. Okay, Bridget, yes. Definitely you need money to make money. You know, I can't tell you how many entrepreneurs I talk to that don't properly budget for their fashion line. I don't know what kind of business you're starting. But anyway, it takes money to make money. Not saying that now, I would never say that it's impossible. You hear stories all the time, like how Vera Bradley started with $500 and now she's $1 million company, you know, so it's definitely possible. It's just going to take you a lot longer and it's going to be a lot harder. So just understand that the more money that you have to start any business, will definitely help you. So let me know what you got out of today. I want to know what you're going to do going forward. I want to know who's going to look at their list of goals that they made from the beginning of the year and see where they're at right now. And I want you guys to comment after you've looked at your goals for the year. I want you to comment how many of those goals you've achieved. Are you going to change your goals? What are the goals going forward? I want to see those in the comments on Facebook. Okay, you can't comment on Instagram, sorry, but you can head on over to Facebook because that's where all the fun is. So head on over to Facebook. I'd love to see you guys there. Yes, you are starting a fashion line. All right, good. So we should talk. Where are you located, Bridget? Are you in the New York City area? I'm having a lot of events coming up in the next 2 weeks The boot camp is going to be bombing, okay? So you need to be at the boot camp or part of the boot camp. There's going to be networking events and panel events, a blog writing workshop. So let's talk, all right? What else did I want to tell you guys? Oh, did you know about my free masterclass webinar happening tomorrow night? Oh my gosh, I should have talked about that for the Facebook Live. You're in Brooklyn. Awesome. Okay, we definitely need to talk. So tomorrow night, I hope you've all signed up for the 9 crucial steps to launching a profitable fashion line, because it doesn't matter if you launch a fashion line if it's not profitable, right? So we want to be profitable. That's what business owners are. You're not in business unless you're making money and you have sales, okay? So otherwise, it's considered a hobby. So my goal is to get you starting a business. So I've put together this awesome free masterclass happening. I will put the link in the comments on Facebook because I can't do that on Instagram. And you can sign up, but there is a link on Instagram anyway. Go to my bio. You can sign up there, Instagrammers, okay? And you can sign up for that. That's tomorrow night, so you don't want to miss that. And if you show up live, you'll get some extra freebies. So make sure you want to get on there. Oh, great, Bridget, you want to be there at the boot camp? I'm assuming you're talking about the boot camp, Bridget. Let me know. Let's talk, okay? I'll private message you on Facebook. Okay, so what did I tell you about? I told you about the boot camp. I told you about the webinar, Facebook Live. We will be here again next Tuesday. Stay tuned. I will be discussing something super awesome. It's so awesome. I'm not going to tell you about it until next week. So you have to just show up, okay? And I think that's it. So I will talk to you all next Tuesday. And same place, same time. Facebook, Instagram, inside the Fearless Fashionpreneur group in Facebook, not just on the regular Facebook page, okay? And 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Leah, you just missed it, but I'm going to give you a call right now because I owe you a call. Okay, gotta go. Love you guys. Bye.